Now,
Nice.
I have a new perspective on women now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Watch out there now.
And it hit me a week ago.
Okay.
Matter of fact, it hits me every week. And I put two and two together, right?
Every week, huh?
Every week. And I'm like, man, so this is what it really feels like to be a woman, right?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Talk to me.
So I'm downtown and I'm about to go into an establishment and there's this homeless person. And I can see him walking towards me. I said to myself, if I make eye contact, I'm in trouble. So I'm trying not to make eye contact to give them choosing signals.
Was this a female?
It was a homeless male.
Oh,
So what I
wait a minute.
mean by choosing signals is I have money to give you.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying?
I need to hear a little bit more.
Try to see where you going with this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not into the. I'm quite sure there's a website. I'm quite sure there's a website called Bum Hub.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying? Not, Pornhub, Bum Hub.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I said, damn, this is what women go through.
Is it?
Where they walk down the street and they're trying not to make eye contact with a guy because it might be considered choosing signals.
This is true.
So I thought about that, and I want to say, women, I apologize for
Making eye contact.
making eye contact, and you didn't want me. I know you didn't look at me. I know you glanced. but I still approached you. I apologize.
I thought it was the sign.
I thought it was a choosing signal. You
So
just-
I accept your apology on behalf of all women across America.
I mean, I won't approach you if you won't look at me anymore. I really won't.
Okay.
On that note, tune in every Monday for the audio version of the Dunsan podcast, and every Wednesday, check us out on our YouTube channel titled The Dunsan Podcast. So the guest that we have today is Bill Lee. And Bill,
Bill Lee McCleskey.
I was about to ask you that. I'm like, hey, I didn't pronounce that last name.
Lee is my middle name.
Lee? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But a lot of people know me as Bill Lee.
Bill Lee.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
Now
heck
I
of a
have
name.
From my
info
previous life.
From your previous life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, I did a little research on you, and he serves as the founder and CEO at Mitech. I'm saying it right?
That's right. Yep.
Partners, LLC, a tech company based in Nashville, Tennessee here
Okay.
that helps IT consultants and tech sales professionals earn money on business for telecom, cable services like internet, phone, and TV service by providing a white label platform to sell these services to the end users, such as clients includes Holiday Inn Express, Farmers Bank and Trust, and NES, which are known to y'all who don't pay y'all bills.
Nashville Electric Service.
Yeah. I like to have my bills mailed, not, so I can say I didn't get it. That's the reason it's late. Okay. Mitech Partners is currently the 16th, get this, y'all, the 16th largest minority-owned company in Nashville, according
awesome.
to the Nashville Business Journal. Unless those rankings have went up since the last time they...
Yeah. We're number 10 now, man. Number 10.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Move on up there.
According to Nashville Business Journal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on
disclaimer.
up. That's George Jefferson.
And Bill is also an in-demand speaker, author, and a coach to entrepreneurs, business groups, and schools. And I believe his recent book is called Get Off Your Assets.
That's right.
Oh,
All right.
Yep.
got the right person in the building.
All right. So
you
we're going to
said?
come back to Bill.
Hey, what are you reading, man?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, who is that person? I don't know him.
Oh, wait a minute.
I emailed that to you. Good job, brother. Good job.
I'm be like, hey, that's Bill. My name Bobby. But I answer the bill.
Right. There you go.
All right. Damn. What's next? Oh, I know what's next. It's called Gossip in the City with Andy.
Moss Point, Mississippi. Jason Jacobs is having problems in the bedroom and came to me with questions. He asked, "How do you do this? How do you do that? How long is long enough?" I said, "Boy, you 38 asking me this shit." I answered. He said, "Andy, how do you know all of this?" I said, "Because these are the exact same damn questions your wife asked me a week ago." Portsmouth, Virginia. Darius Johnson, no kin to Big Johnson, was having an unbelievable time swallowing the juicy gossip I was giving him. "Your girlfriend is sleeping with your best friend, and I shouldn't be telling you all this, but they at the holiday on 2436 Gum Road. Hurry, Darius, hurry, before it's too late." Dayton, Ohio. Penitentiary Quinn. This Negro can't walk in a convenience store without the cashier thinking he might rob the damn place. They tell him, "Order online, we'll bring it out to you."
All right, thank you, Andy, for Gossip in the City. All right, so it's time for Dunsan Trivia.
It's the Dunsan Trivial Show. This is how it goes. You're asked 4 questions. You have to get 3 out of 4 right. If not, you're a dumbass. And here's your host, Rod.
All right, so Andy was last week. Uncle Rico was, I believe, the week before.
I think that's a lie.
Okay, well, Shannon Montana was the week before.
Yeah.
And it's Oliver this week. I know y'all relieved, right?
Yes, I can breathe.
So y'all know how we do. We got 4 questions. Okay, Oliver. Question 1. What Disney film features the song "When You Wish Upon a Star"? Was it A, Pinocchio, or B, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs?
I'd be lying if I wasn't trying, y'all. Let's go with Pinocchio.
Okay, you said Pinocchio. Oliver, you're right. It is Pinocchio.
Oliver.
Good job, Oliver. All right, question number 2. When Michael Jordan played for the Chicago Bulls, how many NBA championships did he win? 6
You better get it right, Oliver.
or B, 5?
I think LeBron is the true GOAT.
I'm about to go.
I'll say 6, baby. These are layup questions.
Okay, you're
Keep 'em
right.
coming.
All right, you're right, Oliver. You're right. All right, number 3. Which planet is the hottest in the solar system? Is it A, Venus, or B, Mars?
I dated this girl. She was hot, but she was Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs. I think the chick was from Mars, so I'm going to go with Venus.
That's right.
Rod.
All right, you're right. You're right, Oliver. Damn. Is that 3 in a row? Okay.
Yeah, that's great.
All right, question number 4. What is the common name for dried plums? Is it A, prunes, or B, grapes?
This question's already given me the shits. I go with things they put in enemas. Prunes.
All right. Oliver, you're correct. You're good, Oliver.
4 out of 4.
You're good.
Thank you. I'd like to thank all the little people that are still beneath me.
All right, Oliver. All right, so Shannon Montana.
What's that?
Let's get it.
Let's get it.
Get it. Ángel la ciencia.
You wrote me? It's just something about this later. Montana is the crazy. Do you want my opinion? It's maybe game over for ya. Really, 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 really.
So today's letter is titled Community from initials YC. And it comes from Bel Air, Texas. And the age range is 35 to 45. So it reads, I've seen friends and relatives laying in a casket with a hidden gift that nobody knew about. I've seen family and friends work for a company for 35 years, retire from just turning screws on an assembly line for 11 hours a day with 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch. Why do we keep our talents hidden? Why is it such a big secret? Why can't we just let everybody know this is what I'm great at? It may be the people that can fix cars, the mechanics in the neighborhood, or the fixer-upper people. I'm not talking about them. Every neighborhood you can find them. But what about the mathematical geniuses in plain sight but hidden? The person in the community that remembers everything but hidden? Who is great at taking apart things and putting them back together? Hidden. What about the organizer? What about the event planner? The writer that has a journal but hidden? The researcher, the thinker, the motivator, the innovator, the great listener? Hidden. The tongue becomes the shovel that buries the talents. Hidden. How frustrating is it to live for years with talent inside of you that you won't let out? Too lazy to work on it or follow through with it like a jump shot. Hidden. All the degrees can't mask it. The inevitable. How many people have cried with degrees at their job in the car during lunchtime about how unhappy they are? It's true. You can't make money off something just because you say you're good at it. People fail at their talents because they are not consistent. It's good one day, but we have to beg or call for you to get out of bed to come to work the next day. You can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have consistency, every time I'd ask someone about their talents, they always say, I need to think of something that makes money. But I'm thinking to myself, if you have talent, people will pay you for your talents, right? So what am I missing? I know a job is discipline. It makes you come to work from 9 to 5. It makes you get up in the morning. It makes you work. One thing I do know, talent is not going to perfect itself. You have to work at it. You have to be willing to fail. The lesson is in the failure. We celebrate athletes and business professionals because they have failed for us. We don't have to do the dirty work. It's easy to root for somebody and be associated with somebody who's already perfected their gifts. This makes it easy for us to escape the process. But if you want to become successful, you have to sacrifice. No more happy hours, no more girl trips, and no more strip clubs for now. So perfect your freaking gift. Signed, your community. We need you today.
All right. Well, our guest to the show is Bill. Bill, just listening to that letter, what do you think about the gifts that are in the community that people are not exercising?
Woo! Great question, man.
Be kind, Bill. Be kind.
Man, I was like, when is that question gonna end? But no, that's a great question. Good content, because I think that everybody has been blessed with gifts, and one of the greatest things that we can do living is to identify what that gift is and then start to develop it. And I think we grow up in a society where we are almost trained to just fall in line, right? To go to school, to get a job, get a master's, buy a house, get married, take a vacation every year, and then die. Yep. You know what I mean? Right. So I think that now is a better time than ever because of technology. Yeah. We can literally recognize our gifts, start to work on it, learn how to, advance that gift on YouTube or Google, go to a class, an online class, a seminar or something, start a YouTube channel, get on Facebook. I mean, we can do it. We just got to put in the work.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And I think what stops most people is fear. The fear of failure, the fear of what other people are going to think about what they're doing, comparing yourself to other people. So all of that fear is really what stops people, and most people just fall in line.
Yeah.
Oh, Montana, what you think about this letter?
I love the way that Bill Lee, is that it?
That's my middle name, Bill Lee. You can call me Bill Lee.
It's funny because I'm thinking like Bill Lee. Like, who named you? But here
Bill and Lee.
It's two different people.
Yeah.
But no, what he said about how we have definitely been trained almost like soldiers. You grow up and you get the job, you get the degree, you get the husband or the wife, the kids, and then you die happily ever after, Right. But there are so many things that are meant to happen in between that. And right now, 2021, we are in the age of technology where we have access to pretty much anything that you want to do. The beauty is, I feel like when I was growing up, even though I'm only 21, let's be clear.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, we were taught like it was doctor, lawyer, teacher, whatever. And now you have all these tools at your fingertips where literally whatever you want to do, you can become that without a degree. You have, like you said, you can go on YouTube, you can learn, you can go to a class, you can teach yourself. So it's like these days, a degree is great. However, I think if I was in a position right now coming out of high school, even going to the next level, I would have to think twice about, do I need to go to college, depending on what it is that I want to do. So I think what he said is so true. It's so many talents that we have, but we've just been taught to walk in this straight line. And as we know, life and success is like a zigzag. So you have to be able to go up and down and in between to figure that out. So I think more people have to be able to just tap into what they know is true to themselves, but also be okay with other people not being okay with what you want to do. Meaning, i.e. my parents, i.e. family members, whoever, society. Just because my life doesn't look like what you think it should does not mean that I'm not successful. So I think we have to keep that perspective in mind also.
Yeah. It's I guess it's being more acceptable now. Because some of the, I had brain surgery. I didn't tell you I had brain surgery
yesterday.
The doctor said, he said, "Hey man, I got my degree from Phoenix." Is that Phoenix? What is it called?
University of
Phoenix.
Oh, like he got a degree online?
Yeah, I said that's a good
His
school.
doctorate.
Yeah, I was like, that's a good school. And then when I got out of surgery, I couldn't read or write. So I'm winging it, y'all. There's really nothing on this screen. I'm winging it. I can't. You know how many tickets I done had? And cops pulling me over for not going to speed limit. I was like, I can't read or write.
It's tough.
You know how many exits I missed trying to go home?
They figure it out.
What you think about this letter?
Yeah, I agree, man. In life, you always got to be willing to challenge yourself, man, to do better,
Yeah.
to achieve more. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, education is important.
Yeah.
I do agree. But then there's sometimes in some areas in life that is overrated.
Yeah.
Because you can find an individual, man, in a field without an education that could dominate that field more than the guy that got the education.
Yeah.
And in my lifetime, my lifespan of 63 years now, I've noticed that. You know what I'm saying? I've seen people on jobs where the college guy come in, but he's not smarter than the guy who's been there for 20 years doing the job or more. It has its peaks and its perks, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, don't get me wrong, education is important. I get that. But sometimes in some areas, it's overrated.
And it looks different. I think education doesn't always have to look like college.
Yeah. It's life experience.
Yeah.
Mark
Life
Twain had a quote that said, don't let your schooling get in the way of your education or something like that.
Right.
Because school doesn't it teaches you to memorize information and then regurgitate it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's not how life is.
Not at all.
With life, you have to actually apply the information or execute on the information at the right time, using wisdom. Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, learning and life experience is much more valuable than a simple education.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it. And
I
you
agree.
put it very well just then. Very well. Because I remember when I was in the Army, I went in right before the Vietnam War ended. They was pulling out when I was going in. And, man, when we was training, you got the officers coming out of academy. They've been in school learning. You know who we listened to? We listened to the sergeant who was in the field.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they know.
Right.
And the lieutenants and the captain, they all go to the sergeant. What we do. And then they get a ruling. They get an order. Come on, man.
Right.
But we following the sergeant who's been out in the field, man.
Right.
You follow what I'm saying? Because he done been through it. I remember I had my sergeant, he was came straight out of the Vietnam War. He got hit with a grenade. He had fragments, all his face was kind of disfigured.
Right.
He got grenade
Scarface.
fragments.
Yeah.
But he know his stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we listen to him. We didn't care about this lieutenant just came out of cadet school.
Right.
Man, you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't been in the war zone. This dude here know what he talking about. He done been there. He done done that. So we listen to him.
I mean, speaking of women,
You know
when
what
you're
I'm saying?
dating them, I do look for women who have scars on their face.
You know what? Because that's all you can
turn to
That's all you can get. Because that's all you can get,
It seems
right?
like you've been through some stuff.
You only could get a woman that got a scar on her face. Quit playing with us.
Her expectations were low.
Yeah. No, your
I'm like, she don't give
expectations
me no
low.
problems. I can
Right.
go to her
You better quit
instead of
playing
an
with us.
educated woman. I'm like, you just got out of school. I can't learn nothing from you.
That's all you can get is a woman with scars on her face.
Yeah.
Quit playing with us.
I like, baby, but I got a gift certificate to MAC Makeup.
Oh,
You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? We can cover that up.
Yeah.
All right, Andy, what did you think about this letter, mate?
This letter sounds like Mr. Rogers wrote this shit. Community. This is more like, wouldn't you like to be my neighbor? I dig giving back to the community, but all bets are off when the Negroes start moving in. Trash starts piling up in the yard. Doberman pinchers running loose. 4-year-olds walking in the middle of the street with pull-ups on and popsicle stands on their t-shirts. Empty Newport cards all over the place. I'm just joking. I had a flashback of my childhood years in the 70s. Yeah, I have given back to my community. I used to own 5 Kool-Aid stands in the Whitehaven, Memphis.
Whitehaven, Memphis, okay? That's your daddy girl over there. Whitehaven.
Baloney!
No, she wasn't baloney. She wasn't baloney.
In Whitehaven, she wasn't?
No, she wasn't, man.
Ooh, you find a good one.
Yeah,
boy.
her daddy was a
minister?
no. He was a homicide detective.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something else.
No, he was a homicide detective.
Of course
man.
you did.
what?
Of course you thought.
Homicide detective. When I found out her daddy was on the police force, I said, whoa! I said, what?
Gotta leave you alone.
Homicide detective. I said, oh my God. I don't know. I might need to move and keep it moving. For
Yeah, you be like, hey, why you got a whole bunch of white chalk in your room? Well, my daddy said just keep it there, so so we don't have to move the body out of your room. Oliver, what do you think about this letter?
Either this dude works for the morgue or has to fart so badly he wants to let it out and he's calling it talent. Something just doesn't add up. Or maybe he's a talent scout for Shark Tank or something. No, I don't know.
Oh, man.
All right, great. So, Bill Lee, he is our guest today, and we are just going to pick his mind with questions, and we're going to go at it. All right,
Let's go.
I want to start it off.
By the way, let me just say this though.
Yeah.
Let me explain my name. for
Okay.
y'all.
Please.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm named after both of my grandfathers. One's name was Bill. The other one's name was Lee.
Lee, okay.
Yeah. So back in the day, in my previous life, when I used to be a concert promoter and I had a band, I was on the road and stuff. My stage name was Bill Lee.
Okay.
You know, so everybody called me Bill Lee. So people like literally think, like when I started dating my wife, her girlfriends told her, your name's gonna be Kim Lee. You know? Anyway, so but my last name is McCleskey.
Okay.
McCleskey.
So there it is. You know, but you can call me Bill Lee. That's my name.
All right.
Yeah,
I
no
think
doubt.
we can say McCluskey. I said it right.
No,
McCluskey.
his
You
name
said it
Bill
right.
Lee.
Yeah, Mr. McCluskey. Mr. McCluskey. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So basically, the thing that we're going after here is vision. Is this episode, right? And these questions might not go down the road of vision, but it leads to the road of vision on there. So we're just gonna fire some questions to you and just give us your honest opinion. We're gonna really try to go deep this episode, right?
Yeah. Let's do it.
So it's like BLM, right? Your initials?
Bill Lee McCleskey. That's right.
Black Lives Matter. Okay.
There you go. Black like me.
Black like me.
Hey, yo, back in the day. Okay, let me go back.
Go
back
deep. Go deep.
I went to Fisk University, right?
Okay.
So I had this.
Right on the street over
I used to work at a Cable Line Images, which is the bookstore in the
Cable
corner
Line, right,
of
call 'em. Jefferson
Jefferson and 28.
Yeah.
So I created this book club for the store called the Black Like Me Book Club.
What?
So we used to always call it the BLM Book Club.
Before
right?
BLM.
Before BLM, but everybody thought it was Bill Lee McCleskey. You know what I mean? So when I started seeing BLM recently, I was like, yo, Bill Lee McCleskey. You know what I'm saying? It all comes together, man. Full circle. You know what I'm saying?
Full circle.
Anyway, that was a side note. Go ahead.
Okay.
BLM.
Yeah.
Okay.
BLM in the
McCleskey.
Akabulan.
Okay, Bula.
Akabula.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all go way back. All right.
Yeah.
All right. This is a question I've been meaning to ask a lot of people, but why not you, right? How important is it to know how to handle success before it gets to you? Just break it down a little bit. Like, hey, I'm broke. I drive a hoopty. I can only attract women with red hair.
Or Scarface.
Scarface. A little Scarface. Women, if you out there, if you got a scar on your face, do not be bashful. Approach me, and I will
make eye contact.
Make eye contact, and I will give you. That's choosing signals to me. So, Bill, how important is to handle success before you get it? You think?
No, I mean, I think it's so. It depends on how you achieve your success and how quickly you achieve it. Because I think some people, if they don't handle success properly, they're not ready for it. Right. And it may be because they achieve success too quickly. It was like almost like we hear the overnight success.
Yeah.
You know, so if somebody went from the hoopty and all of a sudden they got, they won the lottery. You know, overnight you got millions of dollars. And what do? I mean, you were making $50,000 a year, and then you got $5 million. That's why a lot of people win the lottery. They go broke in 5 years.
You don't know what to do with it.
Now,
right.
how were you making $50,000 a year, and you were paying your bills? All of a sudden, now you got $5 million, and you're broke in 5 years. Like what?
Right.
That don't even make sense. So I think it's very important for people to be able to handle success, and I think that in order to do that, we have to have a growth mindset, not a fixed mindset,
Right.
which means we have to constantly be growing and identifying, like we talked about, our gifts and working toward developing those gifts. Because when you do that, you go through this growth process and then you become a different person.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the whole point of success anyway. It's not to get the money and the cars and the lifestyle. It's to become a certain type of person so that when you get all this stuff, you realize, this is just stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
And if I lost it, I can get it again. So it's key, man. And it's so important that when I started my company, Mitech Partners, and I hired salespeople, I try to make them quit. Okay.
Right. Wait. Because you're driving them. I get it. You're driving them.
I try to make them quit. It's like I was listening to this audiobook
I get it.
a couple of months ago about this guy who was a Navy SEAL, David Goggins, and he was talking about becoming a Navy SEAL. I mean, they break you down.
Right.
Now most people would look at, if you want to be a Navy SEAL, you say, man, I want to be a Navy SEAL. Look at those guys. They're respected. Everybody loves them. They get all this recognition, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But you're looking at the end result.
Right.
You're looking at the success. You're not looking at what they went through.
That's right.
So when I hire a salesperson, I'm like, yo, the end result could be crazy, bro. But guess what? I don't know if you got it in you.
Yeah.
Right.
And if you don't, I'm going to either make you go through something so you get it in you, or you just going to quit.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
So when you go through it, then you get to success. You're a different person, and you're like, yo, I'm good.
Right.
Yeah.
And that success doesn't make you because you become a certain type of person.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Character.
Yeah.
Character, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yep.
Montana, you got a question?
What do you think is more, I would say, powerful to have? Purpose or passion?
Definitely passion. No, did I say that? Did I say passion?
You did.
I meant to say purpose.
Lee said that.
You said
Like, yo, I'm Bill.
Right. No. I was just thinking about it in my mind though, because if we understand what our purpose is, it's going to lead to passion.
Okay.
And for me, I mean, that's a question that I've been asking myself for years. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And again, when I started my company, I've been an entrepreneur for a minute, but I had previous companies, and I always thought my purpose was to be an entrepreneur. Right. And what I learned through the process of building companies and failing and falling on my face and then starting over again and grinding like crazy to build something else, I learned that I became a certain type of person. And then I understood that I could then inspire or teach other people or help other people identify what their purpose was. And my purpose is really to help other people find their gifts, right? And I do that through my company. I do that on a small scale, like with my small team, but I can do that through, my video series, The Grind Includes Friday, or some other things, speaking engagements through my book. And I can really help people say, hey, listen, I did this through entrepreneurship, but you can go through a certain process and identify what your real purpose is. So I think once you know what your purpose is, and I'm talking about your God-given purpose, right? And I think everybody has a definite purpose. Otherwise, you wouldn't even be here, right? We wouldn't even exist.
Right.
So I think that the fact that we for sure have a purpose, once we understand that the Creator has a definite purpose for us, you're going to get excited about that. You're going to get passionate about that. Like, yo, I have a definite purpose. And once you start on the road to that, you're going to be passionate.
Yeah.
How do you get?
No doubt.
Do you get people's purpose out of them like a Navy SEAL, or how do you
put them through something? No, I think that it starts with your gifts. I think our purpose is directly linked to what we are talented, what our talents are. So if I see somebody, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and she was telling me, like, I don't know what my purpose. She's in her 40s. She was like, I don't know what my purpose is. Why? I got a good job and all this stuff. And I said, what do you enjoy doing? She said, shopping. Right?
Yeah.
And I said, so you could shop for days online in the store and not get tired, and you wake up in the morning, you shop. Yeah, she's shopping. And I said, shopping is not your purpose, but the fact that you like to source information, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Find the best deal, right? And you don't get tired doing that because you feel proud that you found a good deal. You buy something, you feel accomplished, So your talent is probably paying attention to detail and sourcing information, right? So you could do that and shop and have a bunch of shoes, or you could buy real estate, right?
Yeah.
You can make money doing it, but the purpose or the gift that you've been given is leading you toward what could be your purpose and actually make you money as well.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. The way you broke it down that quickly.
All right.
Yeah.
What you think?
I'm gonna ask. So you're quite successful right now. So what one gift that you don't have that you wish you had for your business, and why?
Now let me back up. You said I'm quite successful.
Tell them.
You know what, man? I don't like, success is relative, right? I mean, so we all, but I think I'm on a journey.
Okay.
I'm on a journey. I've had success, and I like to tell people I've made progress.
Correct. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I've made progress. We build a pretty cool business, but we just scratching the surface.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But what one quality do I think that what I don't have that I don't necessarily wish I had it, but it's just paying attention to detail. You know what I'm saying? Okay. It's because I'm not good, man, when it comes to accounting and the analytical perspective on things. I'm really a big picture guy. I set the vision in place. I set systems in place. I can attract and build a team and develop people. But when it comes to something super specific and paying attention to detail, I need to bring on team members that have that gift.
Okay.
Because I don't have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So, what relationships do you need to nurture in order to win?
That's a big question, man. I think that the Kool-Aid got to you. Well,
Mama's finest.
Okay. What y'all doing with the Kool-Aid?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. You good? There you go.
All right.
What was the question again?
So, what relationships do you need to nurture in order to win?
Oh man, so That's an important question because
You're crazy, Rob.
I think that I built my business on relationships, and without those relationships, there's no way that we could have scaled our business. I think that most people when they want to start a company, they think about how can I sell a product or sell a service to the customer and make money.
Right.
Yeah.
And one thing that I saw when I started my business was, hey, I can make money doing what I'm doing. Because to give you a little backstory, my company, we sell telecommunication services, right? And we sell that to businesses. So before I started, I worked at Comcast Business, and I was a sales rep doing the same thing. Right?
Right.
But I could only represent Comcast because I was an employee there.
Right.
And so if I start a company and this is what happens when most people start a company, they say, hey, I'm an auto mechanic, or I'm an accountant, or I'm a dentist. So I'm going to clean teeth and make money.
Right.
Okay? Or I'm going to fix cars and make money. And that's great. But in my opinion, you're not an entrepreneur.
Right.
You are self-employed.
Right.
So there's a difference between being a business owner and being self-employed. So a person who is self-employed only makes money when they're working.
Oh, like shade tree mechanic.
Yeah. You don't have to be a shade tree. You could be like a legit
real mechanic. Yeah.
Right? And have a location and all this stuff. But if you're not, fixing the transmission or whatever you do, changing the oil, you're not making money.
Right.
Even a dentist, even an attorney.
Yeah.
Right. If you're not working for a client, you're not making money. Now they can make a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. So they can they can make a great income and be respected in the community and all that good stuff. But they are self-employed. A business owner builds a team and builds systems, which means that dentists now would hire other dentists, right?
Oh,
or open new locations and hire other dentists and managers to run those locations. Same with the mechanic, same with the attorney, and then that dentist entrepreneur can go to Hawaii for a month and they still making money,
Right.
Because they have a team in place, a machine that's moving based on the procedures or systems that business has built, right, and created.
Right.
So I say that to say when I started my company, I didn't just want to be a salesperson selling telecommunications.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I had to do was build relationships, and I had to ask the question, how can I scale the business to a 7-figure business?
Right.
When I was at Comcast, I was making 6 figures, but I said I want to make 6 figures a month.
Right.
Yeah.
Or I want to build a company that can generate 6 figures a month, right? And then build a team around that. And the way that I had to do that was to build specific relationships in the industry so that we had a machine running, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't always have to be the one out there selling. I didn't have to be out there presenting, getting customers. Now we got a team and we have a system in place where we literally get referrals every week. We get deals every week. We sign up hotels and hospitals and law firm, NES is a cut. I mean, every single week, because we build a system.
Right.
Yeah.
And now, if my wife and I were talking about going to Florida next month, we can go to Florida for a couple of weeks and we can still make money.
Right.
And I don't
Because
have to
it's
close
systems.
nothing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
So relationships are key. And I'm telling you, we were talking about like school and education. That's what school won't teach you, right?
Yeah.
So we have to develop that communication talent, or be able to develop and nurture relationships the right way. Because I thought it was a skill that everybody had,
right,
but we don't.
Right.
We don't.
And what we have to do is learn in relationships. Number one key. When we're building relationships that can help us or that can help our business, we have to learn how to add value to the other person.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what we got to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times entrepreneurs go in and they looking for value from somebody else.
But what does that look like, adding value to the other person?
Yeah, so I'll give you some examples in our business.
Okay.
The relationships that we like to build specifically are with other IT firms, okay, or IT consultants. And that's because...
Internet IT means...
Yeah.
for people in La La Land.
Information technology.
Okay, gotcha.
Information technology. So these are the folks who may buy software for companies, or they buy computers, or they repair computers for companies and things like that. But they don't sell telecom like we do.
Right.
Okay.
But they're talking to the same type of customers, right? So their customers may say, "Hey, you just got me these computers. I need new internet, or my phone system is not working right." So then they call us. So those are good referral
Which is
partners,
telecom.
right?
Yeah.
So those are good referral partners for us. And what happens is with those IT guys, we refer them business. So that's the value we add to them.
Yeah.
So we say, hey, we don't sell computers. We don't sell software. So our customers need software and computer. We'll refer you that business, and you refer us to telecom.
Okay.
So we present a value add, in some kind of way. And there's different ways to do it, but
Yeah.
and even when they bring us a customer, we pay them too. So that's
value
another
add.
value.
that makes
Oh,
sense.
like a
Makes
referral
sense.
fee or something like that? Okay.
Yeah, they get a referral fee. So a lot of it. So we classify it as a revenue stream. We can add a revenue stream to your business because
If
we
you
know
give
your
us-
customers are already asking about internet anyway, and
Yeah.
you just tell them, hey, call AT&T, call the carrier, but they can call us, and you're gonna get paid.
Right.
So, but anyway, that happens. That should happen in every relationship. We should be thinking, okay, how can I add value to this person? It's not always a referral or money or a referral fee. It could be saying, hey, man, there's an event going on over here. Join me over here. It may be some good contacts for you. It may be an introduction to somebody.
Yeah.
It may just be, I don't know what it is, but figure out what that person needs and then say, hey, man, how can I help you? Because it's karma, quite
Yeah.
frankly.
Yeah.
It's sowing the right seeds so you can reap a harvest.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good stuff right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So just a little bit off that topic there. Why do you feel people chase money, I guess, and not their gifts? Like, I still haven't figured out, like, I know people are scared, right? And I know, I guess the easiest thing to do is to make money by getting a job.
Yep.
But if a gift comes so easy and so natural to you, I still don't understand why people just don't do it.
Yeah.
I can you help me break that down a little bit more? Why like-
people chase money and not their gifts.
For instance, from you going to Comcast business to an entrepreneur, top 10 in Nashville and African American entrepreneur. Why was that step easy? Like, what was the conversations you were having in your mind when you went from a sales rep to one of the top entrepreneurs in the city of Nashville? What was the thought process? What was the battles?
Yeah,
in your
and
mind?
that's a good question because it is a mindset.
Yeah.
So the mindset is very different for an employee than someone who's going to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
And that's why I wrote my book too, Get Off Your Assets.
Okay.
Because the subtitle of the book is Before You Leave Your Day Job.
Okay.
Because it's how to develop the right mindset to transition from employee to entrepreneur. And quite frankly, I just wasn't afraid to fail.
Okay, so
You know what I'm saying?
go.
Fear was gone for him.
Oh, I wasn't afraid to fail. You know why? Because I had failed so much. I was like, it hurt, but it don't hurt that bad.
Yeah.
Right. So I had a previous business, man, where I think I mentioned it, where I used to promote concerts in 21 cities. And it was called Soul Lounge. And I used to do tours, man, with Mint Condition and Layla Hathaway and all these people, right? I lost so much money, man. I'm talking about when I shut that company down, the previous month I lost $30,000.
What?
And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of this.
Right.
and then I started looking for a job. I said, I need a job.
Right.
Yeah.
I owe a lot of people. I'm in debt. I need money. And I said, I need a sales job because I can sell and I know how to work. And that's why I got the job at Comcast. But see, when I got to Comcast, that was a gift. Because I already had an entrepreneur mindset and desire to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
I was just broke.
Yeah.
Right? I wasn't poor, but I was broke.
Right.
So when I worked at Comcast, I went to work, right? And I said, man, this is easy, right? I'm in there working. I became the number one rep, on my team right away.
Right.
And I stayed there for 13 months.
Wow.
And I learned what they did, and I said, I can create a company doing this.
I know that's right.
So for me, I learned, and this is a lesson, like a practical takeaway for some people. You may be on a job and you may have a skill because of your job, and you may think, hey, I can take this skill and start my own business.
Right.
And you're right. But you also need to develop the right mindset too. And so again, I wasn't afraid to fail, and I was not afraid to work.
Right.
So when I started my company, I worked from 8 to faint. Okay.
Yeah. Right.
9 days a week, 30 hours a day. I was not playing because I knew what Comcast had taught me, and I knew how to get customers.
Yeah.
So it wasn't an issue of, will I be able to get customers? I already knew the system.
Right.
But I said, I didn't know. I tried to figure out eliminate all the risk, right? And the only thing that was kind of holding me back was, at the time I was dating my wife, so she was my girlfriend, but I had full custody of my 3-year-old son. And you know how people are like, I got a son, I can't risk, this and that. Right. And one of my colleagues, we were supposed to start a company together. He had just gotten his girl pregnant. He's like, man, I can't go. I got my girl pregnant. I said, I'm out, bruh. Right. But I wasn't afraid to fail. And I said, man, God is my witness. I'm going to work from 8 to faint, 8 to exhaustion, right? And when I get back up, I'm going to work some more. And if I fail, it's not because I didn't put in the work. Yeah. Right. Because I already had the formula. Right? So a lot of us have the formula. Like, we know what to do. We got the relationships. We got the skill set. But we just have that fear, man.
So they don't want to put that work in. That's the answer.
How long did you have to work like that from 8 to faint? How long did you have to do that? Because I take it you don't work from 8 to faint anymore.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I had to do that for a good 6 to 8 months.
That's not bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
It's not bad.
Now I'm gonna tell you, most people not gonna do it for a week.
Right.
Most people not gonna do it for a week.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to do it, and I was willing to do it because most entrepreneurs who have success like that are crazy. It's kind of crazy when I look back on it.
Steve Jobs says you gotta be crazy,
a little
right?
crazy.
You got to have yourself drive.
Yeah.
You got to be a little crazy.
And you know what it really is though? It's passion. Like we talked about before, but I knew my purpose was not supposed to be working at Comcast.
Yeah.
Right.
And I said, hey, I got to figure out either this is my purpose to be this entrepreneur, or I got to find my purpose through entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened. But I think that most people think, when it comes to work ethic, they think they have a strong work ethic, but they really don't.
Right.
And work ethic, one saying that I have in my company with my team is that here's what we're going to do, and here's the work we're going to put in, and guess what? You won't die. You're not going to die.
Right.
You almost might.
Yeah.
You get
you
close.
might faint. You know what I'm saying? But you're not going to die. So and what am I doing every day? I'm on the phone every day. I'm setting appointments. I'm doing presentations. I'm running appointments. I'm following up on the phone. I'm not going to die doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I may be tired, right? I just ran a marathon a couple weeks ago. I was tired, but I didn't die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I think some people, man, most people, I hope this don't come out the wrong way, but most people are just cowards.
Yeah. It came out the right way.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
And we're not willing to push through what is a perceived limitation.
Right.
I think you're talking to me right now.
No,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
go ahead.
That's good because you already answered the question. The question I was going to ask you was why is failure so important to go through? Basically, you already answered that, and I get it. And what I'm trying to say is, like you said, cowards.
Yeah.
Scared to fail. And my job has driven me to a point where, but if I just got my own patent, y'all didn't know that, did you?
No.
Y'all got a U.S. patent.
Oh, what was
And my job drove me to it. It's basically, you got forklifts in warehouses all over the world. You got pallet jacks. And what drove me to that was you got different size pallet jacks. So I've been working in warehouses for over 27 years, right? And you go into a truck with a pallet jack, you bring a pallet off, and it don't fit.
Oh, yeah.
You have to come out and get a different size pallet jack to grab that pallet off.
Yeah.
I said, why they don't have one to fit on?
Right.
So I got to thinking. So I developed one to fit on.
What?
and got a U.S. patent on it. I actually got the patent
You
marked
know how
the
hard
16th.
that is?
You know
Yeah,
what?
man, I spent a lot of money on it, too.
Congratulations.
Wow.
You gonna get it back?
Yeah, I spent a lot of money on it too. I just got a U.S. patent.
How long did it
for-
take you to get it?
It took me 4 years.
Wow.
They had to do a world search to make sure
Yeah.
what I designed doesn't exist nowhere,
Wow.
and it don't. So I developed a pallet jack that's adjustable. It runs off a lithium battery, and it adjusts with a push of a button.
Wow.
The force goes in and it goes out like this to adjust to the size of the
Yeah.
pallet. And the key part about it that it runs off of solar energy.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful thing.
Well, we gonna have
Yeah,
to.
so my company doing a big news article about it and everything because they were surprised.
They're
that
not
I,
gonna replace your picture with Ed or nothing.
Look, here's the thing, man. And like he said, a lot of people was, doubting me
Of course.
when I told them what I was going to do. Oh, man, they ain't going to work. Blah, blah, blah. I said, well, that's what you think.
Yeah.
But I can see beyond because I'm
Yeah.
looking at the world today and how it's going towards clean
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
Everything is, carbon, trying to get rid of all that stuff. A lot of lifts in warehouses, they run off that propane and all that stuff. That stuff make people sick in the warehouse sometimes.
Yeah.
Right? That stuff gets smelling stuff. Well, with my design,
Yeah.
don't need that no more.
It's solar energy.
It's solar energy. And then my company, I found out a couple of years ago that they building solar warehouses overseas. That's going to be in the U.S. sooner or later. So when they said that, my light bulb went up immediately. I said, well, damn, I'm already on the right track.
Right.
Yeah.
Because my thing was already in motion.
Right.
But I kept quiet until I got my patent.
Wow.
I just got my patent March the 16th.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
So, thank you.
Congratulations.
So what I'm trying to
Awesome.
do now is I'm reaching out to different manufacturers to try to build it. 'Cause I built the prototype. Because I got it all on a virtual reality thing now where you can see how it operates. And I got the schematics and all of that stuff, right?
Right.
So now I'm trying to find a manufacturer to actually build it
Right.
Yeah.
so I can put it in warehouses, man.
Oh, excellent.
That's
That's
awesome.
crazy, man.
Yeah. So that,
And 4 years to
it took
go
me
through
4
that.
years. I've been doing it for 4 years since 2018. I've been working on this thing, man, and I stayed fast with it. I'm spending a lot of money, but that's what it takes. You got to be
Yeah.
willing to sacrifice for what you believe in.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people ain't willing to step out and do that, man.
Yeah. Cowards.
Yeah, cowards.
Bunch of cowards.
Why you spending all that money? Because I believe in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My money.
Yeah.
That's
No,
I ain't
that's
asking you.
That's
Right.
real. That's
I
real.
ain't not asking you, so you got to step out and do stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I get it. Can't be scared in life, man. That's what I said.
Yeah.
I'm not the one to sit around and say, if I woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Right.
Not at all.
If I got a vision, I believe in it, I'm going to step out on it.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
You
Bill-
know,
go ahead.
Jeff Bezos said he's got a cool quote, and he says that when he was thinking about starting Amazon, he kind of projected himself in the future when he was 80 something years old, and he said, "What if I'm 80 something years old and I look back and say, what if I had started that Amazon company?" He didn't want to look back on his life and say, "What if?"
Yeah, right.
You know
Don't
what I
live
mean?
your life like that.
And he said, if I start Amazon, it don't work out, it fails,
well.
I'll just go get a job. I'll go
Right.
get another job. Right.
And look at him now.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
could see Jeff at Kroger's right now.
Right.
Really.
Right? I get it.
Hey, Bill, I got a question, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of the future, the way I'm thinking is that 50, 60 years from now, that everything's going to be automated, right? All computers, whatever, right? How important will it be then to have a passion? Because if you can't go to work for nobody, you know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
What if you can't go to work
Well,
for
if there's
somebody?
no one to go work for.
In other
Yeah.
words, how far in the future, even, all right, this is a two-part question. With your company,
Yeah.
how far in the future do you think in advance with your company?
About 10 years.
10 years?
Yeah.
Now, when you say you think about it, is it written out? Is it footnoted? Or is it y'all have meetings about this?
It's a vision plan,
Okay, like a
Yeah.
vision board.
Yeah.
And y'all have meetings about this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we build toward that 10-year vision.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of like what Amazon is doing. they pop up with stuff you're like, damn, I didn't think of that. They always ahead of the curve.
Oh yeah, they've been working on it. Yeah.
So stuff you see next year is something they worked on 5 years ago. or
Yeah,
something
absolutely.
Like that. Okay.
Absolutely.
All
Yeah.
right. So for the consumers out there, how detrimental is it to have a vision or a plan? Because I don't think we can get away with living the way we living now 15 years from now. I really don't.
No.
you ain't.
In what regard, though? In what regard?
Oh man.
I don't think you'll be able to. This is just me, and tell me what y'all think in this regard. I don't think it would be as easy just to apply for a job just to go and get trained. You better know halfway what you're doing before you step in that building. I don't think 10 to 15 years from now you're gonna be like, hey, I'm here to work. And they're going to spend resources to train you.
Well, it depends on the job.
Yeah, I think it
depends on the job.
What job's going to be left? But
I think there's going to be jobs left.
Yeah.
They're just going to be different types of jobs. You know what I mean? Because if you think about, what's hot right now, like cryptocurrency, for example.
Right.
I mean, these folks are. They create a blockchain platform, and then they are hiring programmers.
Yeah.
Right. So programmers or coders is real hot right now, and new forms of software technology are going to be in demand.
Right.
So teaching that and being able to fulfill that need is going to be key.
Yeah.
I think education is going to be really big. Healthcare is going to be really big. I mean, we always need people to attend to our health, right?
Right.
But I think, like you said, a lot of the jobs, machines going to be doing them.
Yeah.
And it's already happening now. I mean, you go to Kroger, you can self-checkout. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
So that's just going to expand. Amazon has already created a store where you walk in the store, there's no register.
Yeah.
Right? So you walk in, you got your card or whatever, you pick up what you want and you walk out, and they charge your credit card.
I do that anyway, but
That's why you went to jail.
I actually went to jail for that.
That's why you went to jail.
I thought it was an Amazon store.
You thought that's how it worked, right?
Yeah, they was like, we don't have an Amazon store in Harlem. I'm like, okay.
But it's I think things will change. I mean, just like look at 15, 20 years ago, I mean, there's some jobs now that just don't exist or have decreased, right? So I think we just got to get with the times and notice the trends and take advantage of the opportunities when they come and not be scared.
Not be scared.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be scared.
Tony, you got anything?
I don't know. I think I've asked all I have.
Okay. All right. So, Bill, any parting words? Anything you want to tell people that are couch potatoes out there with extra sour cream?
Get up off.
Get up off your ass.
Get off your assets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think
give them a fear message.
Fear moves people. Fear moved me, right? But fear stands for false evidence appearing real. Y'all ever heard that?
I have.
I haven't heard. Okay.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah. But somebody says it stands for forget everything and run. But,
Either one of them work.
I don't know. Either one of them.
I ain't running.
It depends.
I ain't no track star. I ain't running.
If Rod's around, we might have to run. If Rod makes eye contact with you, we might have to run.
Yeah, I'd be like, baby, I just wanted your number.
No, but if you're sitting on the couch or hey, if you just listening to this, I think
you sitting on the couch.
Yeah, or you driving. You know what I mean? I think that most people. I mentioned that most people are cowards, and what I really mean by that is that most people will not fulfill their dreams. They won't go after their dreams 100% because of fear or some approach avoidance. And I think the worst thing, somebody said that the wealthiest place in the world is a cemetery because that's where people die with their gifts.
Yeah.
There's unwritten books there. There's careers that they didn't live.
Yeah.
But so I just encourage, everybody to live, without fear. Now to me, fear is normal. Like it's an emotion, right? So we're going to feel fear, and sometimes it's very useful, okay? But we have to compartmentalize it, and we can't let it stop us from moving forward. So we have to learn how to live with fear and move forward. And I'm here to tell you, successful people and people who are not successful, they both feel fear.
Okay.
They both feel
Regardless.
the fear, right? But successful people, they feel the fear and they do it anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
That makes sense.
it's just like I was telling my squad last week. I said, look, sometimes I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like coming to the office.
Right.
I don't feel like working. You think I feel like working?
Right.
I just, like I mentioned, I ran a marathon a couple weeks ago. I'm training for the marathon. You think I felt like running every day?
Right.
Training?
Right.
I never feel like running. You know what I mean? I don't feel like running.
Yeah.
Right.
But you know why I started running a lot? Because doing something that you don't feel like doing, it creates a certain mindset.
Right.
And it trains your mind to say, you know what? This is healthy for you. It's good. You get out here. You listen to your breathing. You think, and you getting in shape.
Right.
This is what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
And how many times during the day are we supposed to be doing something productive? And we say, you know what? I don't feel like, so I ain't gonna do it.
Right.
That is a loser mentality.
Right.
Yeah.
Plenty.
So high achievers say, I don't feel like it, but we
I'ma
gonna
do it anyway.
get it
anyway.
done.
Yeah.
So that's what I encourage people to do, man. We just got to change our mindset. Just because you don't feel like it, don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That's thinking like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have to
And a
become
failure.
adults and
Right.
and step it up if you want to be above average. Now, if you just want to be okie doke, then keep doing what you're doing.
Be okay.
Yeah.
So, one more last question.
Yep.
This capital. When you go from a job to a business, in between there, it's called capital. A lot of us don't have it unless we maybe have a sales jobs. What about somebody who's working in a, no disrespect, who's listening to this podcast right now, is working at a factory. They're making, I don't know, maybe $17 an hour at a good factory. They have a family, but they have no capital to transition,
To start a business.
to
or
start a
whatever.
business.
Yeah.
Because at some point in time, you can have all the creativity in the world, but you're going to need some capital.
Right.
Money.
Yeah.
What is your remarks on that? What is your thoughts on that?
Yeah, so again, it goes back to mindset for me because see, the very essence of an entrepreneur is somebody that fills in the gap, which means they see a problem and then they figure out how to solve the problem.
Right.
So if your problem initially is capital, you figure it out. That's the mindset.
Whether get a second job
Or
or
whatever.
whatever.
That's it. That's
Whatever.
the mindset. So you go to your friends and family. If they ain't got no money, if you can't raise no money, you get a second job. I don't care what you got to do.
Right.
Like figure it out.
Figure it out.
I talk to a lot of entrepreneurs and they tell me the same thing. I gotta raise money. I gotta do that. I'm like, well, what you talking to me for? you need to go do it.
Right.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. My first year in business, I used to drive Uber.
Yeah.
I would drop my son off at school at 6:30 at Fun Company.
Yeah.
I remember
And
Fun Company.
I would leave Fun Company about 6:30 and drive Uber from 6:30 to 9 o'clock in the morning. Then I would go to the office, work from 9 to 4 or something like that, and then drive Uber from 4 to 6.
Right.
I did that every single day because I had a team and I needed to make sure I met payroll.
Right.
Yeah.
And stuff wasn't coming in.
Right.
As quick as I thought it would. So, and really, to be real, I didn't need the money, but I didn't want to get behind. I wanted to stack up some
Right.
stuff. And I would do that, and people would look at me like I was crazy. And I was like, dude, you got to figure it out.
Right.
Figure it out.
And today, in today's time, you got more opportunities to figure it out.
So
than
many.
Yeah.
I mean, you could do Postman, you could drive Uber, you could do all this stuff. You could
Yeah.
sell stuff on eBay, Amazon. I mean, bruh, come on.
Yeah, it's so much out here.
So if you really want to do it, you need to figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, then maybe you're not an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You just lazy.
Because everybody's not.
Yeah,
Right.
you're a entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Whoa.
If I woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Thank you
Thank you.
It is
for
what it
tuning
is.
It is
in
what it is.
to the Dunsan
Dunsan
Podcast.
Podcast.
Very good information.
Appreciate you.
Hey.
Thank you very much.